Hey, episode 231, We Made It podcast. At some point, it's going to become somewhat of a holiday, your Spotify Wrapped Day. And although, this is the month we do We Made It Awards, we'll do that towards the end of the month. But we are going to be going over our Spotify Wrapped whatever you call it, because Caesar's
unwrapped.
Yeah, because Caesar's got some explaining to do. No, I'm just joking. But we got a lot to talk about today, so I'm not gonna linger a lot because we got a lot to talk about. We're gonna do our Spotify Wrapped, Unwrapped. Caesar's probably gonna talk a lot when he says his stuff. We're gonna do some ESPN FC questions. I got a couple. Mm-hmm. Caesar would be excited about that. Caesar got them lights really bright, you know what I'm saying, so he can look whiter, and he's doing that because of his Spotify Unwrapped.
Isn't that literally the case? I have two laptops in front of me.
And we're going to talk about Neymar's injury a little bit. There's been a little controversy with the gay player from Australia, Josh Cavallo. And then there's been some more controversy about homosexuality on Bein Sports in the Middle East. We'll talk about that a little bit, hopefully. And maybe we will get to Chiellini talking about racism a little bit, because I do got some criticisms. But Caesar, let's start off with a little bit of fun. I think that, we should reveal some of the findings that we got from Spotify. You and I are both Spotify users. Although I do listen to a lot of music on YouTube. I feel like most of the rappers I listen to are on YouTube only.
Don't ever let them do his YouTube Unwrapped.
Oh no, girl. How to walk in heels. What's the name? So I feel like we should reveal ours before we get into some football stuff. Caesar, do you want to do your top 5 artists first, or top 5 songs? I think you should do top 5 artists first.
I finally get to talk on a show. I didn't even get to say the episode number. Bam just kind of went in and skipped your boy. But after 230 episodes, no. After this, it was about time I got fired from that as well. I just keep losing positions here. So my top 5 artists. Number 1, Machine Gun Kelly.
What was that?
Actually, start from number 5. No, I'm just kidding. Number 1, actually, number 5 is not much better. Number 1 is Machine Gun Kelly.
Okay. Number 2.
I just want to remind everybody I did get vaccinated this year. And
allegedly,
my hair turned white. I'm just falling apart as we speak. Him might be a bleach. Number 2 is Bad Bunny, a consistent top fiver for me. Didn't know he'd be number 2. I don't even think he did come out an album this year. Number 3, Kid Cudi, top 5 since 2010. That's my dog right there. Number 4, Juice WRLD, R.I.P. Forever. Also, we made it a music award recipient as well too.
5, Bad Bunny, I think also.
Yes, he was for one of the bangers of all time. And shockingly, number 5, which shocked me, is Lil Nas X.
We made it music award winner also.
Although he does have some sleeper hits, I say this. I think he goes a little unappreciated. He has some jams. But Bam says he doesn't like him because he thinks he tries to copy Kid Cudi swag too much on music.
I'm just not really that much of a fan of his music like that.
But this genre has swayed over the years as well. So go ahead.
But this picture on his this picture is quite saucy.
Well, let him live his life, damn.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? You were shocked, though, that you saw that your number 1 artist that you listened to this year was Machine Gun Kelly. You were shocked?
I was shocked. I knew he'd be top 5. I listened to him. I was listening to a lot. I just was shocked that he was top 5. I was actually supposed to see him in concert. I didn't go because I thought to myself, I don't know if I know his music for real. And Spotify said, bet you would have sang all the songs. That's what Spotify said. Spotify said, you actually knew all the songs, buddy.
Caesar, I'm going to tell you right now, it would have been a lot of 14-year-old girls there. Yeah. That would not have been an 18 and up venue.
It was 18 and up venue.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
What do you know?
I know it was not.
Well, I'm anti-concert now, because I'm anti-Travis Scott. So, I'm anti-concert now. I'm not a concert goer. That's the thing of the past. Thanks to Travis Scott, he ruined concerts forever. And concerts kind of suck on the low. Yeah, I didn't go. Last minute, I canceled. But yeah, I was shocked he was on there.
I would have been really shocked if you told me like, "Bam, I'm gonna go to a concert." I'm like, okay. I'm like, all right, who you seeing? Machine Gun Kelly. I'm like, what? I was like, is he just like the opener? Like, who you seeing actually?
It's been a year. I felt like this year I didn't listen to a lot of Afro beats like I usually do. I feel like that hasn't been really tough I'm into. I'm gonna keep it real. It got kind of whack when it got popular.
Agreed.
Because I feel like people started listening to stuff that I'm like, that's not even like the realest hit though. Like me and Bam were over there listening to All of Me Day and all those jams way back before all this. And people are bumping the TikTok song with Justin Bieber. I'm like, that's not even like that didn't even crack hashtag Big Africa, but okay, which is the greatest Afro beats playlist of all time.
Caesar, I hear
it's not just Nigerians on there. We got all over Africa on there. There's a damn song from a Cape Verdean featured Angolan on there. We got it all up in there.
Got DJ N-word Fox out of Portugal.
We got some dude named Michael whatever on there. Yeah.
What's the name? When I heard Afrobeat music in Starbucks, I was like, oh, it's over.
You're right. They did jock it. But I have seen more advertisements for some shows, and I will get that out one time in my life. I will go to Afro Beats thing. That'll be fun, and that'll be good forever after that. I need one show in my life though with my dog, but yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Okay, my top 5 artists from Spotify Unwrapped or Wrapped.
Yes, give us these unheard names. Go ahead.
Relax. You can't do that. My number 1 was Scraps out of Australia. Out of Tasmania in Australia.
Scrappers, original MMA organization.
She's from
wait. Where they from?
She's from Tasmania in Australia.
Yo, I'm so stupid. When you messaged me, I thought you meant Tasmania, like the African country. I thought you were saying that she's from Australia, but she immigrated to Tanzania. But I was like, why is he writing it with S? Is he writing it like the local way or something? I mean, it was early in the morning, but still, yeah.
Yeah.
So she's from is that an island off South Africa? South Australia?
Yeah.
Wow, I never heard that. That's gonna make me Wikipedia that, but go ahead.
That's where the Tasmanian devil is.
I thought the Tasmanian devil was Tanzania. I wallahi, like I really thought that I thought the Tasmanian devil was in Tanzania. Oh, I swear to God, I've seen pictures and books where they said it was in Africa. Am I lying?
No, dude.
No, I think I'm gonna look this up.
Caesar, you're crazy. That's the most American thing you ever said in your life.
Boom. Yeah, dog. I knew it. Right here.
What did you look up? Tanzanian devil? You're so blind. It's cute.
I just keep talking.
What are you looking? What are you looking up? I want to know.
I'm looking up Tasmanian devil in Africa.
Okay, yeah, they might have them in a zoo.
Dog, they lied to me.
No, you can't read.
No, I wasn't ESL back then.
You're crazy right now. Caesar, I don't know why you don't just trust that I'm telling you that they're
You're right. It literally is only found in fucking
Tasmania.
Island state of I never heard of Tasmania in my life.
That's hilarious.
I'm visibly upset, but I swear to God, I've seen art before. Like, I feel like I got fucking betrayed.
Caesar, Tasmania, literally.
I'm floored right now. Like, I'm literally just.
Scraps videos is filmed in Tasmania. Matter of fact,
what does Tasmania look like? What is it like?
I mean, it's an island off the coast of Africa.
You don't know, dog. Yeah,
Caesar, I'm an Australia expert. Okay, but let me tell you this, because you're gonna go in a rabbit hole. You're going to rabbit hole. Listen to me. When Pamela Rabe, who plays Joan Ferguson on Wentworth, she said that when like right before they started the lockdown, like she was able to like leave with her husband to like there is like I think she said house, but it's probably some kind of estate in Tasmania. Like they were able to take a flight to Tasmania and not be like stuck in like Australia proper for the whole lockdown. Yeah, there's a lot of people that live there, but probably not a whole lot, but they did colonize that too.
Oh.
But yeah, scraps is from Tasmania. She calls it the indigenous word. You know what? Let me try to look it up right now. Well, I think she lives in Melbourne. Wait, I don't know. Let me try to see like what the actual like what the real people call it. Okay, I think that it's called Nipaluna. I think because she will refer to Tasmania as the indigenous word for it.
Well, the reason I'm also upset about this is like with the Tasmanian Devil, like I always thought they were really cool when I was a kid. I thought they were like because I thought the cartoon was cool. So I remember when I used to have my book of marsupials, I was excited to see it in there and like and everything. And I just can't believe I skipped over that. Maybe I just didn't pay attention to that, but that's crazy. I didn't know that there was an island. Now I'm excited to find out more about this island, and I didn't know that. That's cool. I really thought they were in Tanzania, and I feel like a dumbass.
Well, that's where Scraps is from, and she was my number one artist because her last album, Titanic, and her new album, New World, are both very good. My second artist was Radiohead. No surprise there. My third artist was Draco the Ruler, which I mean, I do like some songs off his last two albums, but I don't feel like I was listening to it that much, but I guess I was. I mean, but he do got some bangers, but it is kind of overkill. Like all he talks about is killing people all the whole time. I'm just like, okay, dude, like I don't want to hear about.
What do you say? Is this the guy who's also like, what are you, Stalin?
You Vlad the Impaler.
What are you, Vlad the Impaler? Jesus.
Yeah, it's a bit much. Like I don't need to hear about guns the entire time. Like it's a bit much. But
you know, it's crazy. I think we both had Spotify since 2015 or something like that. This is I was looking at some little bit. This is our first year. We've both not had either Future or Young Scooter in our top 5 listens in 5 years. That's crazy.
Yeah.
They both didn't really come out with music this year, though.
Yeah, that's true. My number 4 was Tom York, and my number 5 was Omar S.
Who's Tom York?
That's the lead singer of Radiohead.
Oh, so you got the Radiohead and the lead singer.
Yeah, he has his own music too.
Ah, okay. So you got the 2 people showed up. A guy showed up twice on the list.
Yes, and Omar S., who is a Detroit house and techno legend. I was listening to a lot of Omar S. this year too.
Sick, man.
Who?
I said that's sick.
You're funny. Okay, Caesar, let's get your top 5 songs.
Do you have to?
Yes. I mean, mine is one artist too.
Is it all one artist playing the same music?
Not exactly.
Right, at least yours is not diverse. Yours is just from one island in Africa. Mine is number 1 is Bloody Valentine.
Why are you trying to act like you're not excited about this?
I'm not excited about. Why would I be excited about it?
Because you like the songs. You like the songs.
If I'm excited about it.
Can you sing some of Bloody Valentine? How does it go? How does it go?
Relation just went bad. Okay, that's enough.
I can't even get into it yet. Okay, but go ahead.
Number 2 is All I Know.
Featuring? Does that have a feature?
It does. I can't read. It's closed.
Okay, well, can I hear some of that one?
It's the one with Trippie Redd on it.
Oh.
All I know is I don't know nothing. All I know is I don't know nothing at all. That one.
Okay, I did. Damn, I can't get a couple bars.
People talk, but they don't say nothing. All I know is I don't know nothing at all. Because I'm alone. Okay, that's enough. Number 3 is Forget Me Too with Halsey.
This is another. These are all Machine Gun Kelly songs, right?
Okay, Forget Me Too. Yes, you're correct.
Okay.
Hate Me. Lately, it's a banger. Daywalker, which is
featuring We Made It.
Out of all those 5 songs, I used to like, but my favorite I'd say right now would be Daywalker. I like Daywalker a lot. Just because it's so weird. I like it.
We Made It music award winner, Corpse. We Made It Music Award winner, Corpse.
Yes, I did. I mind you, when I give him that award, he definitely didn't make this song yet. I thought that when I first heard one of his songs randomly, I knew you'd hate it, but I thought it was pretty good.
What's it called? I'm in love with the E-girl or something like that.
Yeah, E-girls are like ruining my life, I think it's called.
I didn't listen to it, even though you told me not to. I was like, what is going on here?
I told you not to, and you still did because you don't listen.
I was like, what on earth?
This shit is wild. But I just liked his music from watching his Among Us streams. God, that was rough to admit that. That I don't know why I said that out loud. This show, I mean, no one listens anymore. So yeah. But no, Daywalker came out and I hated the music video because it would be I thought it'd be really cool because it sounded very horror, like a good horror movie song, like it'd be good for like a horror movie. And then I watched the music video, and the music video is damn awful. It's just corny and horrible. And I was like, what? But if you I watched it behind the scenes. There's like a whole ass production crew. He's like, they were there for like 11 hours. He's like telling people to take this shot, and he's all serious in this. And then I watched the video. I'm like, damn, you were doing all that pointing just for this to come out? Like, God damn.
These are really invested in MGK.
I do like watching behind the scenes of stuff, like filming, because there's like actors in it. And he's all being serious, telling him what to do. And I watched the video. I'm like, damn, just for this crap to come out.
Listening to interviews, watching all that.
Okay. And then number 5 is Drunk Face
by
and Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh yeah. Okay. Do you have your okay, actually no, never mind. Okay, my top songs. I'm gonna start from number 5. Scraps, Harlequin, which I kind of forgot how that goes. That's off the Titanic album. Number 4, Scraps, Cosmic Funny, off the latest album, New World. That one is really cool. I can't really think of how it goes right now. Number 3, Touch Blue by Scraps, which is the song I got introduced to Scraps by. Jesse Lanza was playing that song in a mix that she put out. And I was like, damn, what is that song? I was like, it sounds so cool. Then I looked it up. I was like, damn. And I like went and listened to Scraps. I'm like, holy shit, I love this person. Number 2, She Devil by Scraps. And number 1, Baby Baby by Scraps, which was also the song that I listened to the most this year. And it goes, overboard in the top.
Yeah, we there. We're following along.
You would kind of like that song. I didn't play any Scraps at Secret Oasis. It's not, although she does call her music dehydrated disco. Okay. I feel like that's it. Did you want to say her top podcast? Did you screenshot her or no?
Not really.
Okay. Oh, and I also looked at the Spotify. I looked at the podcasters wrapped for We Made It podcast. So far this year, we have released 45 episodes, 2,700 minutes of content.
How many episodes? How many weeks has been into the year?
I don't know.
We're at 40. We release an episode every week.
Oh, I mean, yeah, we haven't missed a week for sure. I mean, yeah, we have 5 more weeks left or something like that.
There's 52 weeks in a year.
Yeah, there you go. So I mean, that's weird, right? I feel like, or maybe
it doesn't count up to this week, I don't think.
Okay, yeah, maybe. And then maybe like it didn't count like the whatever our first episode was. Yeah, and it was 2,700 minutes, which basically equals like an hour an episode, basically, like average. So we're doing the damn thing.
Yeah, even though you always promise the shortest episode ever, here we go.
I didn't promise that for this one. Okay, anyway, that's Spotify. That was fun, but make sure you stay tuned for the We Made It Music Awards, which will be coming soon.
We revealed this on the We Made It Music Awards.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a little bit of overlap, but you never know what kind of categories coming. We made it.
This is true. I'm definitely not saying anything MGK related. I'm pretending it didn't exist on my awards.
That's hilarious. Okay, Caesar, let's get into some football action.
All right.
Your boy, your favorite left-footed player ever, Messi, did win his 7th Balon d'Or. How do you feel about that, sir? You feel like he deserved it?
I don't want to sound like that typical dude, but I thought that was really whack. And I'm not even saying like, oh, Ronaldo or whatever or anybody. I really think that Lewo should have got it. Like, I always kind of felt bad even during the dominance of Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi years that like they had. Remember when they won like 9 in a row and they were like the last person to win was Kaká, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. Like Kaká won in 2013. Has been that long since we've had someone win. And I felt kind of bad. I was like, that sucks because it doesn't create parity in the sport. Like, it just like even right now, the cool thing about the NBA, you hate it, but like there's always a kind of a new NBA. There's a lot of new when they had like Curry win a lot of NBA MVPs. I'm like, that's whack. Like so many people have done well. Then they start throwing it everywhere. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like I'm down. Like Giannis just won. I'm like, yeah, just throw it around. Let other people win. I think that's cooler. So, I thought that was really whack. I mean, the guy had people were dropping stats of dropping fake news stats about Messi saying like, oh, plus 40 goals and stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, but Lewo scored like 55 or some stupid number. Like, well, just because he scored he won a Pichichi. I'm like, so what? Like, what do you think Lewo won?
Messi won Copa America though.
Yeah, Copa Messi won. But when Byron played for Barcelona, what happened?
I'm just saying, he won Copa America.
Dog.
You don't care about Copa America?
This is the thing, though. Bam, I want you to tell me right now how many goals Messi had in Copa America.
Okay, hold on. He had like at least like 4.
I think he had 3.
Okay, that's not bad.
Dog, that's not how I don't think it works like that.
Okay,
I don't think it works like that.
But he also had like 4 or 5 assists too.
Oh, okay. So all of a sudden you're assist man. All right, I'm done.
Oh, stop it! Don't do that.
Assists before
Caesar.
You now you care.
Caesar, don't do that. Don't Caesar. First of all,
okay, but okay. you know who didn't like Leo also like lead Bundesliga in assists too?
Okay, Caesar, but hold on. Let's go back because you're trying to say that right now, and that is not true.
You don't like assists, dog. You don't be counting them. You don't be counting them, dog. You don't be counting them.
Caesar, don't make me scroll down to episode like 5.
I know. I'm just kidding. We talked about Neymar. I know.
No. Where the one of the things, how come assists don't get more love? Mm-hmm. I'm the assist man.
Now, yeah.
Oh God, here we go.
Nah, I just thought it was really whack. I felt that although he did win Copa America, Barcelona did not win La Liga. They did not have success in Champions League. They claimed the trophy one. I'm like, what trophy did they win? I don't even know what trophy they won. What they win? The NBC preseason cup, but what did they play? I don't even know. So, Barcelona had all. You may have won Copa America, but in comparable to what Lewo did in his national team. He plays for Poland. So, like, all right, well, we have to judge him on his club team. Okay. I mean, you put Lewo on Argentina, he'd be one of the greatest players of all time. It'd be insane. But he's on freaking Poland, dog. And now he plays, here they are in his club team, and they damn near won everything imaginable at Bayern. Like, they won everything but Champions League. So they're a really good team. They went head to head, and they destroyed them again.
I mean, honestly, I agree.
Didn't they drop like an 8-2 on these dudes? Like, what are we doing here? Why didn't Messi show up and show why he's the Balon d'Or winner against Bayern? What happened, dog? So I know it doesn't work like that, but I just don't feel like this was the year for Messi to win. Messi's won tons. It felt corny. The whole award show felt goofy too. I saw some of the comments that the president said about Ronaldo, which were really weird too. I thought those comments were strange. It felt like a sham, honestly.
I didn't even watch it. What's the name? I agree. I think Lewandowski deserved it this year. He wasn't able to get it in 2020 because they canceled it. Yeah. And I feel like
he should have won a year too.
Yeah, I'm like, well, for me, this is how I'm feeling.
But they still played, which is weird.
Well, I'm like, okay, some leagues did.
Why don't they give him like an honorable one? He deserved it.
Well, for me, I'm like, okay, if you're gonna cancel it last year, then let both seasons count. Mm-hmm. If you're doing both seasons,
let a total, yeah,
Lewandowski deserves it.
His numbers were stupid.
I do think that it matters that Messi won the Copa America, but at the same time, it's like you have a stacked team. I always hated this narrative that like he didn't have the help around him. Like, dog, it's Argentina. You got some of the best players.
No. When they were saying that, that was the biggest lie in history. I remember someone had pulled up that they only had like 3 players at the time, like that weren't playing in Europe. I'm like, get the hell out of
here. They had a really good team.
Like, dog, Rodrigo that Paul plays for Madrid. They have ballers on that team, dog.
I think they have I think that he played well in the Copa America up until the final. But I feel like the Copa America was weird, and like a lot of teams except for Brazil didn't really have like their best teams out there and stuff. But either way, I do think it's a big deal that Messi won, that like Argentina won Copa America, and Messi did lead them to that. But I think Lewandowski deserved it. Like I really think Lewandowski deserved it. And I'll say this too, like,
he did have 4 goals. Him and Luis Diaz tied for top scorers of the Copa America, 4 goals.
Okay, I knew it was like 3 or 4. Because you know what I did? I actually watched you know what I did? Because I didn't include this question, but somebody on ESPN FC was like, who had the better 2021 between Ronaldo and Messi? And of course they said Messi, but I went and looked at Messi's highlights from Copa America and Ronaldo's highlights from the Euros, and like you can't even compare. But you're also not paying attention, so it's fine. But what's the name? My Bloody Valentine.
I hear you, dog. Go ahead. It's about.
I know. Some MGK will get your attention. What's the name? I think Lewandowski deserved it. We're like, you can't ever expect Poland to do anything when it comes to international stuff. Like, that's not even fair to even include that at the club. This is what I was going to say too. In a game where the center forward is kind of being like made obsolete, like the center forward is not like the position that it used to be. Lewandowski is still the one putting in all these goals. When the reality is, it's not center forwards who are the focal point of teams anymore, really. So I think you got to take that into account. I don't think Messi is like, I don't think it's unbelievable that he won, but I do feel like Lewandowski made somebody mad. Like, you made somebody mad, dude. Like, you're like, if you didn't win it now, dog, like, you're going to score 75 goals and they're just going to be like, but Messi had a free kick.
Yeah. I mean, it sucks and nothing you can do about it, but
I'm going to ask.
I do feel for Levo, but Messi's the winner.
Okay. ESPN FC questions. And this first question also has to do with the Balon d'Or. Because I feel like when most of the people on ESPN FC were like annoyed that Messi won too. Some of them were like whatever, but a lot of them felt like Lewandowski should have won. So they posed the question, and I'm curious to see what you think. Who's a better rapper, MGK? No, I'm joking. What's better? Allowing a player to win Balon d'Or once, like how Modric did, or changing it, like changing how it's voted upon to allow for defensive players to have a better chance of winning Balon d'Or?
I think there should be a change to the award. I think that
if you want to change it, how would you change it?
I would change the award to have I think they need to get rid of the individualness of the award and make it so it's like best in like parts of the field.
That's like, funny. I put the same thing.
I think that they should just have 4 people walk on the stage and all receive their awards. It'd be the best goalkeeper, best defender, best midfield, and best attacker. I think that's just the best way to do it.
That's what I did too.
Everybody plays a different role on the field. I think that it's unfair to highlight the best in that, and I think that I think it should be better that way. I think it even looks even more like, it honestly looks better too. Like, it'd be kind of nice to see like these 4 guys get this a nice award. Having one, I think is it feels very archaic, and it only further reinforces the glitz and glamour of the attacker and the dissuading of being a defender. I think it gives, credit to those who really deserve credit. And, yeah, I think they should do it. They have the idea right with the best 11. You have the right idea, but just simplify it. Pick one person per that row, and then we're good. Like maybe a few years ago would have been like Sergio Ramos or whatever. And so I think it'd be better that way.
I 100% agree. I put the same thing. I think it should be forward. Yep. I put it should be forward, midfielder, defender, goalie. Somebody on there was mentioning, defenders, whatever. Like, I don't think a defender should be winning over somebody that scores goals. Like, if you're going to make it an individual award, like, I'm sorry, defenders, I'm sorry, dude.
The number one argument they always made in history, you can't win off of not scoring. You need to score to win. That's just, It is what it is. Like, you could give up 0 goals, but you can't win the game that way. So exactly. you have someone has to score it.
Yeah. So if it's going to be an individual award, I'm sorry, I cannot give it to a defender. But if we're going to give it to defenders, this is like for the future. Like, this is going to be on record. They need to take better care of like actual statistics that matter. Mm-hmm. If it's a forward, I want to know how many goals he scored and how many assists he had. If there was a dude who had 17 goals and 2 assists and a dude who had like 15 goals and 10 assists, I'm giving it to the 15 goals.
Yeah, because they need to keep more track of involvement. Like,
exactly.
What's his involvement in scoring opportunities?
Exactly. And then maybe if these two guys, somebody in Germany and somebody in Spain both had like 35 goals and like 3 assists. When were those goals scored? Were they clutch goals? When did they matter? Like, I agree. They got to take better care.
I think they need to separate it. And I want to hear. That's why I think the term like league and all comps is very important to differentiate.
In like different times of the match. If it's going to be a midfielder, how many times did he lose the ball? How many assists did he have? How many hockey assists did he have? How many times did he lose the ball? How many times did he I don't know. I feel like losing the ball is probably the best thing. Like, and was their team good also? If it's a defender, I want to know how many times was he beaten 1v1 off the ball? How many times did he win the ball 1v1 against a player?
Yeah, you want to know what's his success rate or whatever, passing defenders.
Like when he's 1v1, like I want to know, is this the best defender? Not somebody.
So are you saying you want more analytics in soccer?
Honestly,
that kind of goes against what you were saying back in the day.
Well, no, I feel like there are analytics, but they're weird. They're kind of
goofy.
Yeah. I'm talking about because they were saying Maldini was one of the best defenders ever. Obviously, I never watched him play, but the way that I'm going to judge a defender is when somebody gets 1v1 with this dude, does the defender get the ball off of him or at least not get beaten, hardly ever?
Yeah,
not just
like soccer, like in basketball, they'll have even steals. I want to know how many times the defender intercepts a pass or
exactly. Not just
even honestly blocks a shot be kind of a good one too. Yeah. Because low key, those are big ones
for sure. Because I remember even Virgil van Dijk, that year, there were some matches where he was good, but then there were some matches where it's okay, he's just around.
Yeah.
I did see I remember him playing against Lukaku and he dominated him. But then there's other stuff. It's that he didn't really do much, but they still won the match. Yeah. They got to make sure they take care of these things that actually matter. I seen Nuno Mendes go 1v1 against a couple. I forgot who it was, and he won the ball off of them. I'm okay, that's good. I mean, he got mixed up a few times after that, but that's I want to see stuff. Not remember the year at Real Madrid, Sergio Ramos scoring all them goals. Yeah. But he was really bad defending.
He almost had 10. He had some crazy numbers. Yeah, he almost had 10 goals.
I think it was the year before
he was playing CDM and shit too. And you were like, dog, he's playing drunk out there.
The year before he started taking penalties.
Yeah.
And the year he was taking penalties.
He was wilding.
He was scoring goals and it was dope, but it's defensively, I don't want to say he was a liability, but he was definitely the one back there that was the most shaky.
I think that was the year where I think he was noticing the transition from the defender he used to be to like changing his game now. Like he used to be obviously very, very athletic and fast.
Yeah.
And that was the year his body was like, nah. And I
Yeah.
think that he thought that he was that dude still, and he was getting broke off. I'm like,
Yeah.
yo.
Like dudes are running past him. His first
He
step
was like getting mixed up. I was like, ugh.
Yeah. But it's like, okay.
Yeah, he definitely worked on his position, you know that. But yeah, I know what you mean though.
Yeah. But like he was really good switching plays, passing's really good. He's good in the air. He has those qualities, but like I'm not going to say that that person is a better defender just because they're scoring goals. These are the things that if they're going to make the awards more equitable, and make it like 4 different awards, including the goalie, who cares about that? But you gotta really take care to be like, okay, this player is on a good club, a winning club, and he's like a really good player. For example, they're talking about Jorginho. Like some people were saying that he should have won, and they're saying because he was on Chelsea, they won Champions League, and he's on Italy, they've won Euros. But I'm like, he's not even the best midfielder on either of those teams. So I can't give it to him just because he happened to be there. Verratti's better than him, and N'Golo Kante is better than him.
And Kovacic is better than him. Anyways, I'm gonna keep it real, dog. Kovacic is better than him. I just don't like the Chelsea one because I'm not gonna get upset about this that I want to, but the Jorginho one bothered me, and this is coming from people who were big advocates of Jorginho. Like I'm not a Jorginho hater. Like I thought he was talented. I don't know if you do. I think he's a traitor. Yeah. But I mean, your name's Jorginho, but you're Italiano. What? Buongiorno. No. Listen, I think that they just want to put a representative of Chelsea there because of their success. But if you've watched or know Chelsea all year, they're not determined by an individual. They're a very team-based team. So maybe if you had an award that had multiple positions available, we would get more an appreciation for Chelsea. Maybe people like Rudiger would get more appreciation, right, for their defensive work because he did a great job defending that year. Maybe Mendy would have won. Mendy was upset he didn't get considered a Balon d'Or. He was a phenomenal goalie. Like, didn't he give up like 5 goals the whole year, some dumb number? So maybe he would have won a Balon d'Or as a goalkeeper. So that would have given appreciation. You need to open your award a lot more for more disparity because the game, like a team like Chelsea didn't have a 60 goal player. They had a bunch of dudes with 5, but they won it all except for Premier League. They won it all. So I think that if you want to be able to give a representatives, you need to be able to open the award for more people, but keep it at the same premium. Don't just make another category, eliminate the previous and move towards a reformed format. We live in a time where there's a lot of reforming going on, adjusting, updating, patch notes, whatever you want to call it. This needs one bad. Jorginho is a great midfielder. Do I think when I watch him play, am I looking at him? No, not really.
I don't know about great.
I'm like, dog, you know, he's not a bad dog. He doesn't make mistakes.
Okay, but great.
He's a slower Tony Cruz.
Okay, but great.
He's great, dog. He's
great.
Okay, he's good.
Okay, thank you.
I'm still gonna take Tony Cruz over him. So
100%.
Yeah. So I just think that's the just needing to make for the team.
I'm not against the midfielder winning, but even like when Modric won, I didn't love it. But Modric is so involved front to back. Jorginho's not like that. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm not gonna give them.
He's not involved as much as Modric is.
No, not even close. But anyway, here's the second question. Ooh, did this one bother me? Of course, it involves your favorite Sid Lowe once again. This is not even necessarily a question as much as something we can both get angry at. Get that booster soon. Okay, so they were talking about Vinicius Jr. and, he's so great. Granted, it's like, I don't really want to hear these people talking about Vinicius Jr. now. I'm like, y'all are just gassed because he's scoring goals, but Caesar and I were talking about him being good before he was scoring goals. We knew his potential, regardless. Sid Lowe is like, because I guess Ancelotti said that Vinicius Jr. could win the Balon d'Or in the future. And they mentioned that to Sid Lowe. And Sid Lowe was like, well, have you heard that one MGK song there we go. Sid Lowe was like, oh yeah, he could be really good in the future. He's like, he's scoring goals now. He's like way more mature and composed. And he was like, there was like a narrative this summer saying like, if Mbappe comes, Vinicius Jr. won't really have a place in the team. And I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Now, granted, nobody at ESPN FC has like the wherewithal to know that that's ridiculous, but I'm like, okay, you're gonna tell me that if Mbappe came, because Mbappe plays where Vinicius Jr. plays, yeah, totally fine. Well, just put Vinicius Jr. on the right. What are you gonna do? Put Bale? Put Hazard? Put Vasquez? And you're not going to sit here and tell me that Rodrigo's better than Vinicius Jr. ever. I was so annoyed.
They used to tell us that.
Yeah, they did.
They used to try to tell us that. And I was screaming about him. Like, you're insane. But no.
Yeah, just because he scored like 3 goals, they're like, oh my God, he's so much better.
I'm like, yeah, he's a stronger foot. But what are you trying to say, though?
Yeah.
I forgot maybe you forgot there's more to the game than that. But okay. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, Rodrigo be one of the world's best fullbacks. I agree.
Oh, you have to do that.
Dude, you know what he is, though? You know what the problem with Rodrigo is? I'm gonna say real quick. He needs to stop hanging out with Lucas Vasquez, dog. He's turning into certified utility man, and I can see it already. I'm like, you're looking like a lot like a Vasquez for us. You gotta find an identity, or it's gonna be rough soon, dog. You gotta find that identity. You're looking like serviceman vibes right now. You give me serviceman vibes. Longshoreman Rodrigo, but no, that's an insane take. I think that not only to me, it screams that you literally don't watch the sport. You have no recognition of what's going on around you. If I'm sitting here, me and Bam are board members for Real Madrid, and we're talking about the future of the club. We're sitting there, big wig swag, and I'm having people feed me grapes as people are talking. Yes, fair-skinned individuals. This is happening. You're there,
like you.
Sid Lowe is a funny manager for the club. Sid Lowe is like, hey, is like, oh, we bring Mbappe in. We're looking to offload Vinicius. I would say to him, you want me to move out our 19-year-old phenom because another young player's coming? You don't even want to think about playing him in a different position. When last year they brought in, or 3 years ago, when the hell it was, Eden Hazard came, they started playing him on the right. They moved him around. They made adjustments. They interswapped. You don't think a 19-year-old, we're going to try to figure out where to best play him on the field? If Vinicius was a perennial 20-goal player and he's 27, no, I'm not going to be unnecessary. I'm going to definitely look into find out a different way to work this. He barely can drink in America as it is right now. And I'm already thinking about offloading him. You don't even consider him on the right side.
And also,
let's let him develop, give him time, figure this out. Let's work position. Maybe we can work him centrally. We don't know. There's things we can figure out.
But for who is what I'm saying? Like, who is the person's like, who? For
it's
who?
Like, the first thing we thought is possible Mbappe coming, exit Vinny. Like, they're not like this to do that. Like, it's one person's potential we have unknown, and he's getting close. But Mbappe's here. We're not just gonna get rid of this guy. We want to incorporate the talent together. It's a field.
And I'm also like, okay, get rid of Vinicius Jr. And then who are you gonna have? You're gonna tell me that you're willing to rely on Bale and Hazard, who have been garbage, and Rodrigo? Like,
the discussion in the summer, Sid Lowe, is Mbappe's coming, so we got to really think what we're gonna do with Eden Hazard.
Yeah,
before you even think about Vinny, who's literally on a rookie contract still. Like, he's Not affordable for them. They're like, and he's talking about obviously a 10-goal year. He's already making comments saying, I can't wait to re-sign. He's pointing to the badge saying, I'm here to stay. He's doing all this every time. His 15 celebrations every time he scores. I'm like, there's a whole rundown of what he's doing. You don't think, obviously right now he's in negotiations to get a new contract. Why the hell would I look at keeping Eden $350K a week Hazard on the bench drinking coffee and getting rid of Vinicius Jr., my 19-year-old phenom from Brazil?
I mean, I'm gonna keep.
Bam, what are we thinking right now?
I'm not gonna let you keep calling him 19. He's 21. But
I'm talking about the time that he was starting. I'm not talking about like right now. So like I'm talking about the time we had the both players at the time. So like I know he just turned 21 or whatever, but yeah, like so I'm just saying like it's kind of shocking to me that you're like saying this. Like there's so much other people that you're not even thinking about offloading. The first thing you think of is Vinicius Jr. You don't think about getting rid of Bale. You don't think about getting rid of even Asensio. You don't think about any of that. Now Asensio heard me talking shit about him. He's starting to try to ball out now. Relax. Like today he's all playing silky. Where have you been the last couple of weeks, fool? So
years. I mean, say what you want on Vinicius Jr. goal scoring, whatever. He still scored more goals than Hazard and Bale. Like last 2 seasons. So it's like, what are we talking about? I mean, there just continues to be things that I watch on this network where I'm just like, oh my God, dude. Like you could have just said, yeah, Vinicius Jr. is doing really well. If he keeps it up and he's scoring goals from outside the box, even though he had to kind of slice it, he couldn't curl it.
Come on, dog. What's wrong with you?
I did that. I did that so you keep paying attention.
I'm looking up stats right now. I'm getting angry.
I'm like, why do you have to treat him like he's some, barely good dude? Like we saw Ronaldo leave, and the most dynamic person in the forward line, other than Benzema, was Vinicius Jr. Tell me what's on your mind.
Bam. Asensio has 142 appearances for Real Madrid, 142 caps for Real Madrid, 142. This man has scored 22 goals since 2014. Man has been here since beginning of time. He's been here since damn near Kaká was playing.
Yes. How many goals?
22.
Damn.
Vinicius Jr. is at 17. Since 2018, he's played 4 less years than him, and he's at 22 goals. Okay, so I mean, he's at 17. He's at 17 goals. He's 5 away in all comps from Asensio already. Okay, and 4 less years of being on a team. Okay, so like, yes, Vinicius has a ton of caps because he's 97. I mean, damn, yeah, he's been playing like 30 years. But I'm saying like he's already at 17 already. So he's developing fast. Asensio's like 29 low key, and he's at 22 goals. So it's like, what are we really doing here? Even exploring this idea, especially like it just looks so dumb. It looks very unprofessional, and it looks very lazy. It's very lazy journalism to look like he's sitting back drinking like a coffee at a bar, just talking. You know when people are just talking about stuff, and you're like we're having a coffee. This is funny, but like that's literally not even true, dog. But okay, like what are you talking about?
What's funny? I forgot about Asensio. Like I didn't even include him in this list of people. I forgot about
watching him play. Damn, like you want to relax. I know you've been listening to the show. You're all hell angry about the comments, but you be disappearing. You get random ACL tears all the time. I don't know what's going on. You've been playing since when they had Lucas Silva, that random Brazilian. You've been playing forever when they had pink jerseys. You've been wilding out, dog.
And it's just unfortunate because it's like what happens a lot when it comes to media in general, but we'll stick to this. There gets to be like somebody in a position says something and everybody just agree. Like I don't say everybody, a lot of people just go with that without actually watching the games. Like, and we see that all the time. And honestly, once again, that's basically why we started this podcast, because there's so many opinions that aren't based on the actual matches. But it's like even somebody like Sid Lowe, like you're in Spanish football, like why don't you know how good Vinicius Jr. has been, regardless if he was missing chances, not making regardless if it didn't go perfect every single match, He's scored in Classicos. He's scored in Champions League against Liverpool. Like he's done big stuff before this season, but it's just like, oh, he scored a few matches in a row. Now he gets the buzz. And so it's like, oh yeah, he's amazing now, but it's like he's been doing this stuff. He scored in Classicos, he scored in Champions League. And also bounced back from when they try to act like him and Benzema were beefing. Bounced back from that. Bounced back. And was putting on, scoring against Liverpool, making big old long runs against Liverpool.
This guy even puts pressure on defenders. Like I've been seeing him chase down defenders for that ball. His work rate. I was watching the game today. It was like the 89th minute. He was barely sweating. I'm like, this dude been playing this whole damn game barely sweating. Like he's in phenomenal shape, like a true professional. Like literally, like I'm like, you probably don't even have sugar. Like you literally are in phenomenal shape, dog. So I'll give him the respect he earned over time. On this show, I've yelled, especially at you, about how this man. I'm just kidding. I'm trolling. He is a big Vinny hater, and it's fine. I've had to fight wars. I've had to fight wars over this man. Almost cried on the show about this. Bam was almost trying to give him the Jadon Sancho treatment. I didn't allow it on the show.
Caesar, stop
you
it.
Almost did it. You almost did. You almost went down that path. You saw it. And then the goals, you were like, let me just stay here. I'm going to stay true to it. You almost did, dog.
Okay,
you
Caesar,
almost did.
Okay, Caesar, at some point in your troll, you got to say you're joking. Like at some point.
Okay, I'm joking.
Because you're making it real.
I want people to clip it, that part, and don't hear the joking part, okay?
No, they're going to clip when you said Machine Gun Kelly.
No one clips anything. Listen. We
don't get
clipped. So I think that, like, we talked about the most valuable experience he had was the time when Real did their worst. That first year he came, they finished third or fourth in La Liga. Maybe it was third in La Liga. It was a lot of losing to top teams. They lost to some bottom teams. It was looking rough. And Eden Hazard had eventually came in and got injured and played 3 games. He was out there just grinding out minutes, dog, figuring it out. Benzema, him having obviously very normal friction on the field, right? Things are going good. You play along someone all the damn time, I'm gonna get pissed. You put me in the field, bam, we're doing bad. We're gonna get mad too. It's just we're annoyed. It's just part of it. The sport is not easy. It's not all fucking giggles. It's hard. And then COVID came and they're playing in these goofy silence. It's been a lot going on. In that time period, since 2018, the man has amassed 97 caps already. Okay. He's put in the work, and now we're seeing the development unfolding before us. He went from a guy that I would literally bite my fingers, not the nails, my fingers, when it was a goal scoring opportunity. It was so uncomfortable. I felt uncomfortable watching him attempt to score. It was uncomfortable for everybody. So now he's just literally just putting the left and shooting it. So good for him. The process is getting smoother and smoother, and it's only better from here. Even though Bam says people don't develop and they don't get better.
Okay, well, yeah, Caesar, first of all, I was never getting nervous about him scoring.
Yes, you were, because you said he wasn't going to score. He said he can't shoot. He has a weak foot.
Caesar, you're doing a lot. It's because you're nervous about being a Machine Gun Kelly fan.
You keep flipping this back, and it's really annoying.
But this person that is a communist, she did have 102,000 minutes listened to music, and that's insane. So I'm just saying that he doesn't have a strong shooting foot, but that's it. And that's fine. I'm not even criticizing him so much for that. He's a phenomenal player. I feel like really, I mean, if you're building a team today and you're talking about wingers, we're talking about building a team for the future. You're gonna go Mbappe, and then you might go with Vinicius Jr. after that. Obviously Mohamed Salah and these guys are really, really good, but they're older. You know what I mean? When
you're talking about building a team, yeah, you're
talking about somebody who's 21 years old. You might be like, yeah, just give me Vinicius Jr. We'll make it. He doesn't play with ego. Who knows if he might start getting some 12-yard free kicks into his repertoire.
He made a free kick on Castilla, and you were laughing at it. So
I never seen that. So
you did see it. And you literally said, "I don't care about no Castilla, the goals."
I mean, I definitely don't. But
Well, I mean, I'm saying like he's done it before, whatever.
yeah, I'm sure nobody jumped. But anyway, okay, that's enough ESPN FC questions. Hopefully this week we'll have some more because those people are really, really bad. Caesar, really quick, your boy Neymar injured. I saw the injury. The player slid tackled for the ball. Neymar kind of jumped up, landed on the guy's foot, and turned that ankle over. He's going to be out for about 8 weeks. He's going to be rehabbing in Qatar, which we will be talking about. And yeah, it's unfortunate. It sucks for PSG. Although I did see some people on ESPN FC saying that this will be better for Pochettino's tactics. And then today they drew 0-0 to Nice.
What was up with Icardi's haircut?
Dog, he looks crazy.
Does it look crazy? I haven't seen it.
It just looks like it's like, dog. Like, what do you look like? I can't say that. You look like some little like European boy in like the 1930s. Like,
oh, is he doing them like?
It's just like the super duper comb over here, and then just down. I'm like, what you got?
Does he always do this haircut?
Like, you got a million tattoos. You can't have a swagged out haircut.
He's been doing the same haircut for like 10 years now.
Like, dog, you look crazy, but it looks worse right now, dog. It looks crazy.
Is that getting hell long?
I'm like, dog, you look like a damn fool right now.
What team they play?
They played Nice.
And it was 1-1?
0-0.
0-0. Ugh. And did my boy Casper Dolberg play? Big Casper?
Casper Dolberg had like the best chance probably in the whole match. It was a header. He wasn't really like able to compose himself all the way, but the header was close and it hit off the bar. Mbappe did have a kind of close shot that went wide. After that, he definitely was throwing.
No, that's my dog. Casper Dolberg is a certified goon goblin, and I like him a lot.
He got like last season, he got robbed. He got COVID twice. Like, he was crazy.
I feel like he'd really be out there in the streets. I'm gonna keep it real. I feel like he'd really be out there trapping. He seems like one of those types.
You think his homies robbed him?
Yeah, he probably did.
If you really,
especially out there in Nice too, I'm like, you probably in the streets, but Nice is kind of ghetto on the low.
When you're in the streets, it's your homies that rob you.
Honestly, that is true. That's what they say.
But yeah, Neymar is going to be out for a while. We'll see what that means for PSG.
Is this Neymar's injury was on the weekend?
Yes.
Okay, not today. Yeah. Okay, he got injured versus Saint Etienne.
Yep.
Okay.
And we'll see. Like, they did try to start out Mbappe wide, and they had Messi like kind of playing centrally. It's not gonna work.
What's up with the Messi centrally thing? What's up with that?
Like, they tried it.
They put Di Maria on the right? It
was a 4-3-3. Di Maria on the right, Messi central, and Mbappe left. It did not work. They had to end up putting him. Mbappe ended up getting more central. And I tweeted about this, but the issue isn't necessarily like, oh, Messi and Mbappe don't track back defensively. The issue is Messi just walks around so much offensively. Like, that's really the issue. Dog, like, when your team has the ball, it's like, dog, he's just standing there. Like, dude, you're a midfielder. Like,
remember when they were like doing really bad Barcelona, and then we had screamed about how like it's annoying that people are already in rhythm and Messi is standing there and then he gets the ball, then he kicks in gear or something. But it's like, we're already gone. No matter what, inertia, momentum, my momentum's already, even if Messi right now stops going, there's still a gap he has to cover to pass me to get into gear. And that's a lot of time that's passing for recovery. So like, he's not already getting it going. I always see him like very much stop, go. And it's really annoying. Like, he's always, I remember watching the last PSG game, was not the Saint Etienne game, but the game before that. And I'm like watching him, like, kind of like walk around up there. I'm like, come on, dog. Like, get it cracking.
And the issue is, it's like, it's not,
it's inconsistent. This
is like when he's already dropped back. So it's like, you're in the midfield.
He's not sitting up top walking and like resetting. Like, they used to complain about Brazilian Ronaldo walking all the time. But I remember as a kid yelling about him. Yeah, but like, he's walking because like, what do you want him to do? Is the ball's over there? Why are we watching him? Like, Bet when that ball come up, he's not walking no more. It's true.
Yeah.
The Brazil gets the ball, he starts getting crazy again. I'm like, yeah, I don't care if he's walking. It doesn't nothing to do with the defense.
Yeah, exactly. He's not Cavani.
No, and in Brazil, they were never a pressure. They were never like a press team.
Yeah,
so they like to sit back and build up and go crazy. So
yeah. And then,
he's not a Cavani, and then now
exactly.
Cavani certified bench rider. But go ahead. I hate it. Go ahead.
But yeah, like you whatever. Who knows? They might be okay going forward, but they're gonna have to. They're gonna. I don't know when the Champions League. They have another Champions League match, and then we'll see like the draw. Definitely their round of 16 matches will be without Neymar. So we'll see, man. Like I do think that at this point, I'd rather have Neymar and Mbappe than Messi and Mbappe for sure. Neymar does provide a lot more energy to the club. He will get back there and defend and stuff. Messi is a certified walk around.
And like Neymar has like a very he has like a grit to him too a little bit.
Yeah.
Like Neymar's not one of those like I don't know if you watch some of the clips from like the Palmeiras Libertadores game, like some of those players, like people always make fun of Neymar for being very like flamboyant on like getting tackled, but like Neymar, he like to kind of get it cracking a little bit. He likes to get a little grit in him. And this year,
he does.
Heavy set Neymar really be kind of getting in there, dog. Heavy set Neymar racist. Be getting in there, dog.
You're racist.
I'm racist. You literally said to yourself that he thought he was a little bigger this year.
That was earlier. Now he's fine.
What are you talking about? I'm racist. What the hell? I identify my own people.
Dead racist. Okay, Caesar. There's been some issues lately. I'm gonna get into it. We've been talking recently about the Australian player Josh Cavallo. He was saying before that he feels that he would be questioning going to Qatar for the World Cup and feeling unsafe. So
Qatar banned him.
I'm sorry.
So Qatar banned him.
Stupid.
They banned his visa from being allowed to come in.
That'd be hilarious. But the tournament organizer, who is from Qatar, Nasser El Khatir, he came out with a statement to CNN. He was talking to CNN. He said, "We welcome him here in the state of Qatar. We welcome him to come and see even prior to the World Cup. Nobody feels threatened here. Nobody feels unsafe here." He said, "I think unfortunately maybe he's getting this perception because of reading a lot of these accusations or reading a lot of these news stories that shine a negative light." He said, "Qatar is like any other society in the world. Everyone is welcome." He said, "Listen, public display of affection is frowned upon, and that goes across the board." He said, "Qatar, and I'm sure he's meaning against men and women as well." He said, "Qatar is a modest country. That's all that needs to be respected. Other than that, everyone is free to live their life. The gay people will be coming to Qatar as fans of a football tournament. They can do whatever any other human being would do. What I'm saying is Qatar, from a public display of affection factor, is conservative." Which is obviously it's not the only place in the world. It's not like it's that pier in Brazil that you were at. Okay. So that was a statement by.
About it now. Go ahead, sir.
That was the statement by the organizer of the World Cup. But then we had this. Just the other day. I want to say this was Sunday. One of the pundits for Bein in Qatar, one on the Arabic language station, Mohammed Abu Trika, who was a former Egyptian player. Apparently, he's some kind of legend.
I don't know about him, so no.
He said on Bein, during the broadcast, that that homosexuality was against human nature.
Like the song?
By Michael Jackson. Looking out. Don't get me started.
Canceled.
Canceled. This is serious. He said that homosexuality is not compatible with Islam. He said that Muslim people have a role to play in eliminating homosexuality, and he also described it as a dangerous ideology that is becoming nasty. I don't know what he said in Arabic, exactly. This is a translation, but he did come out and say that on Bein during the broadcast. Apparently, Bein is not going to fire him, but they may, like, Bein came out and said that they disagree with, like a spokesperson for Bein came out and said they disagree with what he said. He was responding to the Rainbow Laces campaign in the EPL. So he saw that and he felt the need to like come out and gay bash. But apparently Bein is not going to fire him, but they may sanction him in some way.
Them not firing him doesn't surprise me. A lot of times these companies don't want to fire people just because it costs them a lot of money. It becomes like legal bombs or whatever. But sometimes you got to do it to set a precedence for the future if you truly care about, what kind of message your network is sending. We've had battles with Bein ourselves, how we felt about some of their actions and content jacking, but it's all good. I think that they definitely stole some content from us. It's all good though, dog. They stole some stuff. It's all good though. Action Jackson, never forget. But anyways,
this was stupid.
It goes without being said, especially we said before, like where we stand on this. Like, I think that you covered two things at the same time. The original discussion you had, which I believe you said was a representative from Qatar.
Who's like one of the organizers for the World
Cup.
Yeah,
I thought that his sentiments were pretty much in line with what we were saying, where it's like you kind of have a perception of the place you've never been. You hear from a lot of people that do a lot of capping, and from what I've seen, I'm like, sometimes it's a lot about you need to go see for yourself, find out about it. You're not some massive celebrity. You're not a target for people. Sometimes a trip like that will get you learning more about a culture, a different area. So I think that his comments were fair, and he also expressed something, and I thought it was really cool for him to tell him that, like, hey, like, also, the only thing that's not allowed is public displays of affection, but it's not because you're gay. It's because it's banned for anybody. And he said that basically, like, you can come here and have the same experience as any human can here, like any human. So he's recognizing that you are a person and you can have the experience of another person of any kind of sexual orientation background. If they're hetero, homosexual, whatever, they can all have the same experience here. It's just that we just don't permit, no matter what you believe in, we don't permit publicity, which is, like Bam said, very not the only country in the world who has this stance as well too. There's other countries have, not saying it's very common, but it's also other countries have the same rule imposed as well too. So I thought that was very fair. And also another quote I like from him was like, he's welcome to come here even before the World Cup, which is dope. Which is, like I said, sometimes maybe you should go see for yourself. I know it's not an easy flight, but that's cool. Maybe hit him up, but yo, what's up with a ticket real quick? You know what I'm saying? Big.
I mean, it's closer. It's closer than going from here to Qatar.
Look at Bam already. We got the map on deck always here. Now we always got the map on deck. Not to scale though. So it's looking a little wild there. Brazil looking tiny on that scale. Yeah. So I think that was really very, very fair and respectable quotes there from a representative from Qatar. Now, when it comes to the Bein reporter, I think that his comments are disgusting, outlandish. We on this podcast, we respect people of all religious backgrounds, but we do not respect any kind of religious background bashing orientations or beliefs of other people. That's not what we stand for here. We both have friends of different backgrounds, and it's not about like imposing your beliefs onto the lives of others. I respect everybody in their belief, but I would never try to impose whatever my belief is on other people, and I think it should go across the board. We're all about equality here, day one and to the end.
1,000. Yeah, and obviously, the thing about it that's like just kind of cap and lame is like, dog, what are you talking about, yo? Like, Like, what do you like? You're looking at the Rainbow Laces campaign in England. And you're like, oh my god, this
That was your
ideology.
turn to pop off.
Yeah, like dog, like you saw that there are gay people in Qatar and Egypt everywhere. Like
He should be blessed he didn't watch MLS when they had every single damn shirt with the rainbow numbers on the back. He would have really got crazy seeing the numbers on the back in MLS.
Are you saying that's bad or
no? I'm like he thought he saw laces and he went crazy off laces. Good thing he didn't see the numbers. Then he would have started going crazy. What an idiot! Like this is you thought this was the avenue for you to spread your some garbage to people. Like so dumb. And the worst is when he says like, "Oh, it's incumbent on like Muslim people to like, oh, they need to stop this propaganda. Get out of here, dog. Get off the TV. Honestly, fire him because you can't have people like that on television. They spread misinformation.
Okay, so you're saying that it was bad.
Yes, I'm saying it's bad. I got white hair. I got white hair right now. Leave me alone.
Oh no. What's the name? Yeah, it's like dog. Like you swear like there aren't gay people. Like literally, like in your family. Like you swear like the Muslim world is different. Like there's not gay people. Like can you relax? Really, they should be. Really, it's unfortunate that somebody in those in some of those societies wouldn't be able to live how they want to live. But whatever, it is what it is. But at the same time, it's like, dog, you talking about England, like there, you swear like there aren't gay people in your own family. Like, get out of here, dude. Like, I mean, I'm pretty familiar with that part of the world, and you don't want to know these stories that I got. So, like, homie from Egypt, chill. I wonder if he's all about, stuff being righteous. I wonder what he had to say about Warda, who was accused of who was assaulting people and trying to hit on people's wives and stuff out there in Egypt. Remember that story during AFCON? The dude was like, there was some story, I forgot if he like sexually assaulted somebody, and then like there was a bunch of stuff about him like harassing people's wives and DMs and stuff like that. And then the woman came out and said it, and then she was getting harassed and stuff. And then Mohammed Salah came out in support of him, and it was like this whole thing. I bet he didn't have a damn thing to say about that.
It's really funny when they want to, these people want to make these statements condemning other types of, other like orientations and like what other people's beliefs are and stuff, but they don't want to condemn things that are also against his own religion, such as types of adultery and these things. That's also and sexual assault. All these things are not condoned behavior. So why are you not making, why isn't it incumbent on Muslim people to come out and oppose their wives being sexually assaulted by individuals like this? Like, why aren't you making statements like that instead as well? You got a powerful stance against laces, but you say nothing otherwise in other situations when actually people in your family are actually really getting affected by this too, or could potentially be affected by this. So that's really whack. But it's not surprising when you see statements from people like this. You already know where they stand in line. You know where their beliefs and stances are, and honestly, it's just trash. He's suspended, but I really wish he was fired instead without pay.
Shout out to Julian Draxler. He's in an interracial relationship. What's the name? Caesar, do you want to talk about this Chiellini article, or are we wrapped up?
Shout out to Julian Draxler and Mueller from BVB. You know what I'm saying? Real interracial representatives out there in the streets.
You dig?
And MGK.
No, he's with Megan Fox now.
He had a black daughter, though. But
now.
He has a black daughter. She's like 11. Chill.
Now he's with Megan Fox.
Yeah, but he
clout
did
chasing. Clout chasing.
He got a baby, though.
Chasing clout.
He added one to the world. Go ahead.
Yeah, so did Kid Rock.
Yeah, but he counts as a negative, though.
Kid Rock has a black daughter. Well, you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's a racist, so he counts as he's a negative. He's a stain, not like a positive.
Hopefully he becomes a stain, as they say in Chicago. I remember Lil Reese had this song. He's like, "You a stain, you a stain." That shit was hard.
Are we surprised the man had Draco the Ruler in his top 5 in the whole damn year? We're not surprised he has a little Reese quote for us.
Like, I wish Draco the Ruler was a cooler person. He's such a weirdo.
You sent me I can't believe the guy you sent me some of the most interesting videos on comments in the car to police
Going on,
officers.
bro. Going on, bro. I'm all live,
The
bro.
man is talking, then throws this crazy tantrum. Oh my god!
I'm like, dog, you're not hard, dude.
The cop is like talking to you at level 6, and you're here at level 44. Just like let's just dial it back here, buddy.
He's on tour right now, and they like be showing videos of his like tour dates, and I'm like, ugh. And it's crazy. It's like all Mexicans in the crowd and like white people.
The best is his is the best YouTube comment because there's the fan, then you scroll down a little bit, and it's the looking eye emoji. People like, what's up with this guy? The people to go. The best is that one video. That sus video. Him is the best. Anyways, continue though.
Okay, do you want to talk about Chiellini's blog thing about racism, or we want to save that?
I don't want to talk about Chiellini's. I don't like at all. Even if we forgot about it, be fine.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it wasn't like that important. I did have some things to say about it, but it's a long episode already, so we'll end it there. We made it podcast episode 231.
231. I didn't get to do preparation for that.
Ooh, and by the way, on that pier in Brazil, Caesar saw. No, I'm just joking.
Please subscribe to your boy at We Made It C's on YouTube. It's too late now. You're gone, but We Made It C's on YouTube. There's a new video in the works. Hawaii's in the works. No drama for your mama. New video in the works. We're gonna be running some new Premiere Adobe software thanks to San Jose State University for the free download. You don't know about it, but I copped it. Yes, that's about it.
This sounds like a Hun Diddy Bop Bop. That's a Draco song. What's the name? Also, Caesar might be having a monologue in the works. I mean, he's capping. I know he's not gonna do it. Like, I know
you're capping, but actually, I sat this morning and like,
give me one line. Give me a line.
I'm not gonna give you a line.
Give me a line.
But right now, what I'm looking at a lot with that character is she has really cool blocking. So like, if you look at the transit, like this, can I say real quick? I'm not capping. I watched it this morning again too. I think what's so great about that whole scene is like, not only is there a volume transition, but like her posture changes completely, even as she's going up and down in the character, screaming, then realize she's getting crazy and calm herself down. Her like body changes too, and you don't realize it until you really like assess the video. And these little things really kind of like make you a better actor. I really was like noting that. I'm like, damn, that's like real right there.
Can you do it? What's the deal? Can you do it?
I absolutely can do this. I can absolutely do that.
Okay. When you gonna do it?
I'm not yet though, but I can do it.
When are you gonna have something?
I will give out my first one after I finish my play.
Can you give me something on video, not even edited, nothing, just a little bit of the lines by tomorrow? I'm joking.
By 5 p.m.
Anyway, we made a podcast episode 231. You dig. We made it music awards coming this month. Forget about everything you heard on what you call it on the goddamn on
yeah, follow us on Dan from the Internet. We do our Power Report episodes on there. Final Power Report of the year coming out soon. Dan has a good video up. Please go check him out also on Dan from the Internet. Yeah,
holler. It sounds like a Hun Diddy Bop Bop.